Hey, Tom here, welcome back to the channel, and we're back with the 1M this week. We've booked a track day, the sun's out, really excited. It's actually next Friday, bit of a last minute thing. It's at Bedford, it's BMW only, which is quite exciting. And I don't know if there'll be any other 1Ms there, but we thought, why not get all of those jobs done that we wanted to carry out, that we talked about in the first video, which will be linked down here somewhere, which was an introduction to the car and what we're gonna do. Let's get those jobs done in time for this track day and get the car all together ready for summer. So let's take a look at what it needs. So one of the common issues with these 1 Series is the washer bottle is located behind this wheel arch, and the bottom of the tank fills with sludge and it knackers the pump. So we need to pop this indicator out, get the arch liner out, get the wash bottle out, clean the whole thing out, replace the pump, because we need that to pass the MOT. Now, at the back of the car, we've also got a fault with the wheel speed sensor, which slots in behind here somewhere, doesn't look too tricky, but this controls the ABS, traction control, all those sorts of things. So we've got warning lights on the dash. Need to get that sorted as well because the car is a bit unpredictable without those control systems in place. And again, MOT failure. We're running stock brakes on this car, which they're not great. They get too hot, they're sliding calipers, but that's what we've got at the moment. The KW V3s have been set up from an alignment perspective. The damper clicks, I've never actually checked them. I bought them off a friend who had them on an E92 Club Sport, did lots of Nürburgring days. I should have really checked that before, but I haven't. So we're gonna just double check the clicks top and bottom on the setup sheet provided by KW, make sure that's all dialed in, and then we'll know where we are moving forward. So on top of the repairs and maintenance, I've also got this MHD flashing tool, which is worlds apart from what I remember when I was much younger about tuning cars. You buy this, you buy the tuning suite, and then you can just download maps and upload them to the car. It's pretty cool. It's already stage 1, which is 360 horsepower, up from 335. If we add this front mount intercooler from Forge, the charge pipe, because they're a bit of an Achilles on these cars, we're gonna see up to 390 horsepower. I mean, it doesn't need any more power, but you know, as we talked about last time, you kind of get, these things run away with you and then you end up with more parts. So that with the Miltech, it's gonna be pretty special. So inside the car, I've got this cool black Alcantara armrest to add to it because I replaced the front seats, which you can see in here. I think that's gonna work quite well. I've had that a year and still not fitted it, which is standard procedure for me. It's got the orange stitch. It's gonna kind of tie in with things, but I saw it and couldn't resist. The only other thing we've got to do in here is this passenger seat needs the seatbelt buckle added to it. It needs a little bit of fettling just to get the seat in the right position, get it sliding, just so it can be used on the track day, because at the moment, the only functional seat is the driver's seat. I kind of got halfway through doing this job and then life took over. So looking forward to getting that sorted. It'll match the retrim steering wheel with the orange stitch, so that's a really nice thing. In the last video, we fitted the 260M E92 M3 wheels for winter and storage. We're going to put the BBS E88s back on because Stancy boy, of course, and race car. The rears are 11s, the fronts are 10s. These rears, they run a 295 30 18. It's a PS4S because I want it to be a road car as well. It's quite an odd size. I think it only comes on like 996 GT3s. So there aren't many tyre options. So went for the 4S. We've actually got PS4 on the front. There are 265 35 18. That's on a 10-inch wheel. They make the car quite a lot wider and obviously more tyre contact area, which with the KWs, the Millway top mounts, that's quite a nice setup now with the geometry and the track of the car. So looking forward to getting the wheels back on. I think that with the carbon spoiler and everything really brings the car together. So without further ado, we better get on with it because we've got a lot to do. Right, so first job is we've removed the faulty wheel speed sensor, which was pretty easy. It's about half an hour's job. It kind of works its way behind the wheel arch liner and secured with 1 bolt, and it wasn't seized in, which is a massive bonus. Then we take the diagnostic and I've cleared the fault codes there, which seems to have worked, which is great news. Hopefully now I've got ABS and traction control, which is always handy in a 1M. Craig's just taking the under tray off underneath, and we're going to try and get the intercooler fitted in place shortly. So I think now I'm going to move on to just checking the damper clicks while all the wheels are off, and probably taking out this wheel arch liner to access the washer bottle. So now I'm moving on to the KWs while Craig takes the washer bottle out of the front wing of the car. There's two adjustments on these, which is the rebound and the bump, or the compression. I've got some base settings here, which are how the dampers are delivered, and I've also found these settings online from someone else that was using the car on track with these dampers. So this is pretty good. This is a download from KW, which explains, you know, how to adjust them and how to dial in the clicks you want. So I'm going to get to work now and just make sure that they're all in the right place. So this is the washer bottle from the 1 Series, which Craig has managed to remove. It does the headlights and the windscreen washers. Due to the design, I think, it ends up filling up with like green slime, sludge in the bottom. And I think what's happened is it's knackered the pump because it hasn't been able to pump water out. So we'll check the fuses, check the pump. I think it needs replacing is the solution to that. But we had to remove it just to get all of that gunk and slime out of the bottom of the tank in order to get an MOT. So that's a good job done. Just needs a bit of flushing out, and it'll be good to go back in. So it's now Thursday, track day's tomorrow. We've got the bulk of the work done. There's a couple of bits we haven't done. Haven't done the charge pipe, so we're not going to increase the map, not going to increase the boost. And we didn't fit the armrest inside. But the important bits we did take care of were the washer bottle. So new washer pumps have gone in. The wheel speed sensor, all the codes are clear. Unfortunately, we haven't had time to MOT it. We're going to have to do that next week. So we're going to trailer it to Bedford tomorrow. Going to go out there, just have a bit of fun. We're on road tyres, road brakes. It's just about going out and enjoying the car for what it is at the moment until further upgrades. So really excited for that. That's all for today. Tune in next week to see how we got on at Bedford in the 1M.